Hey guys, and welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. In today's video, what we're going to be going over is setting up random roam for our AI, so it's just going to randomly walk about the level and just do its own business. So if we hit play, you can see what this is going to do. So you can see we have an AI in the level that's just randomly walking about, as you can see here, and we can customize this to move longer distances, shorter distances, and in different areas as well. And we can obviously have as many different AI in here in the level as we want. So if I were to just drag in some more, we should be able to see them just walking about perfectly like so. So this is what we're going to be going over and creating today. So without further ado, let me delete this code and I'll show you how I've done it. So the first thing you want to do is you obviously want to actually create your AI. So let's press Control Space to go into our content browser. And what I'm going to do is go into my third person folder, blueprints, and select and copy, so hit Control C, my third person character blueprint. I'm going to go back to the folder where I want my AI and hit Control V to paste that character blueprint there. I'll hit F2 to rename it and just call it AI like so, opening it up straight away. I'm then going to delete all the code and components that I don't need, for example the camera and all that stuff, and I'm also just going to change the mesh over to be the male mannequin instead of the female one, just to make it slightly different. So we'll compile and save that there. And the reason why I duplicated the character blueprint is just because it has all of this good stuff here already set up for us. Obviously you can get that as well by just creating a new character blueprint, but this is just an easier and quicker way of doing it. So to actually do the random roam code, what we're going to do is right click anywhere in the event graph and add a custom event, naming this random roam or whatever you want to call it. Out of this we're going to get AI move to with a kind of white box next to it there, and the pawn is going to be get a reference to self, as the pawn is just the AI which it wants to move. So we obviously want to move this current AI that we are in, so we're going to get reference to self. Out of destination, so where we want the AI to move to, what we're going to do is get random reachable point in radius. So it's just going to get a random area that it can actually reach within a certain area which we choose. So the radius I'm going to put as 2500. Anywhere between 1000 and 3000 is good for a small area, for example the one which I have here by default. And the origin you can either put as the center of the map, or what I like to do is just get actor location, so where the AI currently is. The difference between getting the AI location and the map location is in the map that will be a static location, so it will only be in a certain area, but if it's the AI location then it will constantly be changing, so they can explore the entire map in the area which we define AIs to actually be able to move in. And that is pretty much it. Although what we're going to do is on success, call function random roam again, so once they get to that location, they're going to continue moving. Now what you can do is you can put a delay after the on success and before random roam, so it just waits a little bit before moving again, but I like to keep it like this because it just looks nice and fluid. So we'll compile and save that, and that is all the code done for us, all we need to do. We'll close this, and the final step in the project is just to actually define the area that the AIs can move in. So this also just allows them to actually move. So what we're going to do is go up to the add to project up in the top left here, go down to volumes, and you get the top one of nav mesh bounds volume. And again, this just means the AI can actually move in our level. So what we want to do is just place this in the middle of our level somewhere, and then just expand this to cover the area and the size which we want the AIs to be able to move in. Again, also making sure you go vertically as well, so they can go both up and down too. And just to test to see where this covers, we can press P, and anywhere that is green means the AI can go there. So this is perfect for me. If it's red, that means they can't move there, and if there's nothing there, so it's not green or red, that also means they can't go there. So you want to make sure you move it about until it's perfect for you. So if I were to just drag some AI in the level, we should see this working perfectly of them all just moving about, random roaming, minding their own business. Hit play like so, and you'll notice they're not actually moving. So let's have a look at why that is, and I do actually know it's because I forgot to actually call this random roam code to begin with. So what we're going to do is hold down P and left click to get event begin play. Out of this, call random roam, and that's all we needed to do. We just forgot to actually start off this function. So we'll compile, save, close this and hit play, and now this should be working perfectly, as you can see here. Now obviously they're all running about kind of max speed, same as I am, so you can obviously change their max speed the same way you would with your character. Obviously, that's just extra customization which you can choose to do. But I think that'll be it for this video, as we've done everything we wanted to do. All we did was we created an AI which will randomly roam and just walk about the level randomly wherever it chooses to go, as you can see perfectly here, like so. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, make sure to like and subscribe down below. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.